Welcome back, peer structure traders, for another market analysis for the London session and potentially into the US session. Today is March 8th, 2021 here in Hawaii, and will be March 9th, 2021 in London. Today we're going to be going over S&P 500 and also gold, give you guys some levels we're looking to play off during the London session and potentially into the US session. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So I had a pretty exciting day for today on S&P, and also for Sunday's gap. From the gap open, we dropped down. US session, we started to pull up. Had some good opportunities to go long, to also go short. We came all the way back up to 38.77, and then we started to pull our way right back down. So you can see where we're currently sitting at right now. We had a low side of 38.1875 so far is where we kind of touched. V bottomed off, and then we're trying to push the upside of resistances at 38.51. My first level of resistance to look out for is going to be this area right here, this 38.51. See if the market holds this level, and then potentially maybe double tops and tries to pull back down into this area. That's going to be my level of support. Potentially you could get some support maybe right here as well, but we'll want to see if the market can actually do that, so we'll look out for that resistance at that level. Now if we don't get that resistance, you're going to look for somewhere right up over here at these 59 to 60s. See if the market double tops this area, or at least get some resistance in this area, and then tries to pull its way down. Now if you're looking for long opportunities and you did miss this one right here, you can always wait to see if the market does come back into these 50 to 51s and then holds the support and then tries to push through our next levels of resistance. Now, if we get through this wall of resistance here at 59.75, next level 66.50, and then above that you're going to be seeing those 77s again. So we want to look out for that. Again, slightly bullish at this point, trying to pull against those resistances, but we got to get through these 51s first and then see some more upside. If not, we actually may use this to try to pull right back down to support. And if we do, and we hold this level of support right here, you could look for a move right back up, and it could consolidate right in this area for a bit, go make a sideways range, and you can have some levels to play off of until it decides to either break lower or push higher from there. So those are the two things that I'm going to be looking for on S&P. Let's take a look at a smaller chart here on S&P so you guys can see a closer view. So you guys can see what's going on right now on this smaller chart here on S&P. We are coming up to a key level of resistance, 50 to 51, and we want to see that level hold as resistance to pull it back down. And we are pressing somewhat aggressively into that area. You can see what's going on here. Draw a slight trend line. We potentially may see an actual trend line break soon, a micro trend line break. If we do, and that pull down, this could actually be the level in which the market tries to reverse right back down. So we'll watch out for that. Again, those 59.75s, next level of resistance, 66.50 above that, 77. Support coming in right here at 31.75. Again, said could be a little bit of a micro level right here, or a minor level right here, 37.75, and then 31.75 down below. Underneath that, 38.1875, and then there is some levels below that, but we'll wait to see what the market actually gives us from this area. If we start to fail, it's going to be a good opportunity to short right back down. So we'll look out for that. Let's take a look on gold here real quickly, give you guys some levels on gold. Gold, we did have another nice downtrend movement. You can see we're trying to pull back. We do got some levels of resistance that we're looking at. First area, 1688 as resistance. Looking for this market to fail to get through this area, and then come right back down. Could see a first level of support somewhere right in this area right here. If we find that support, could pop right back up from there. So if you're going to short that, look for that support to come right in here. Underneath that, you're going to see the market try to pull down maybe a little bit deeper, somewhere around this area of 77, 76, and then see if you can hold the support. Now, if it holds the support, you can also look for those bounces back to the upside to try to press the middle and then get into that level of resistance at 88 again. Above 88, 92.9, 97.3, 1701.6, and 1706.1. There are some levels above that, but we'll wait to see what the market gives us around our first levels, and then we'll go from there, plotting some new levels. Underneath, there is some levels of support, but I'm just gonna leave it at 1676.3 for now. If we get under that level and we do find that resistance, then it's gonna be a good opportunity to continue the short down from there. So we want to see that resistance take place here and then come all the way back down. Let's take a look at a smaller chart here on gold as well. Give you guys an idea of what's going on the smaller chart. Here you go. You can see what's actually taking place here with a nice shoulder, double top for the head, and here's another shoulder. Now, ideally, I would have liked the breakdown right here of this shoulder. Instead, it's looking to try to push right back up to resistance. Now, there could be a move a little bit higher here, and then a fail to come right back down, break it. I would look for that retest and then try to fall right into these 83s. That's what I look for if we get up underneath this level of support. That's a minor level of support. If you guys don't know anything about this or you struggle with this, again, good. It's best to get with somebody who actually knows how to read these markets and get around these minor and major levels. Now, I know with trading, a lot of times, a lot of these people out here, a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of people on the internet, blog posts, books, they make trading look real simple. They give you the simple breakdown of pattern movement, simple breakdown of structured movement, simple breakdown of what indicators can do for you, right? What Fibonacci retracements, Bollinger Bands, RSIs, ATRs, moving averages, how they can help you perform in trading, but in all honesty, that's not how it works. Trading is difficult, especially if you don't learn the right techniques and the fundamentals of trading. So in any case, if you don't understand, if you're struggling to find consistency in trading, it's best to get around the person that actually knows what they're doing, why they're doing it, can better explain what's going on, right? Because chart patterns are great and all, but markets will always make patterns no matter what you're doing. Always make patterns at your level, away from your level, right? So double tops, double bottoms, if you don't understand the context of the market and where the market's at, double tops and double bottoms honestly mean nothing. You can get yourself killed just as quickly as using any type of, mathematical equations such as like Fibonacci retracements or moving averages. All of those things, it has to take into account the actual price action movement first before spitting out an actual answer to the equation. You got to understand how to correctly read and understand the market's movement, the price action, the market structure, and then you can actually sit ahead of the game. This is why we're looking at this area 1688 and we're able to actually call out specific levels and areas of trade based off of what we understand about reading markets structure and price action movement, right? If you can learn to see these things, you're going to have more confidence in your ability to trade your levels, right? And again, back to what we keep saying over and over again, and we'll continue to say it even though it sounds repetitive constantly, is that you're trying to gauge your actual performance in these markets. So if you're struggling with consistency because of overtrading, because of fear of missing out, because of impulsive trading, because of a lot of different things, right? There's a lot of different things that you could be struggling with consistency, right? Or struggling to not blow out an account because you're just, you get too emotional. Those types of things, no matter what, everybody goes through that in their trading journey, right? But you got to be able to, in order to stop that, you got to be able to choose and make that clear decision on, I need to change what I'm doing wrong. I need to first figure out what my pain points are, and I need to make that clear decision to not do this anymore. Right? Trading has a lot more to do with psychology, and understanding yourself, your reactions, your actions, right? The things that happen, when they happen in markets, how are you adapting? Can you be able to say, okay, you know what, I'm okay with losing this trade. I'm okay with, giving the market some time to move around, disciplining myself, and then allowing myself to see that next trade play out according to my rules and my process, and I'm going to take it from there, right? Are you able to do these things? And if you're not able to do that, what is the root cause behind you impulsively getting right back in, or having the fear of, not taking the trade from your level, right? Or not having the confidence at all. What is it that you need to work on when you're trading? Again, you want to understand this, that you can't make it a physical amount for your goal, right? You can't make it two, three, four, five, 600, couple $1,000s. That's not that you can't attain something like that, but that specifically is a very hard goal to keep on track with every single day. Your goal has to be something as simple as, okay, what is it that I did today when I assessed my trades? What is it that I did today that I can work on tomorrow, right? What can I better in my trading tomorrow that I didn't do so well today? And that's how you need to set goals. How can you better your performance every single day when you step into the market? So if you're struggling with over trading, find the root cause for you impulsively getting back in. Find how much strategies you're putting on within this market. Again, guys, you don't need two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 different strategies to put on the market. Literally, the best of the traders only put 1 or 2 strategies on per day when they're trading. They don't need to try to take every single opportunity. They allow the markets to move around enough to where they understand what they're reading, and then they apply themselves to the market. And then they perform according to their process and their rules. Whether the trade works out or it doesn't, oh well. You have to remove that type of emotion and say, you know what, this is my process. This is what came up in the market. I saw a buy a dip opportunity. I saw the structured level. I understood the context. I understood the trend. It touched 2 times, and this is where I took my trade. Was my entry bad? Was it a good entry and it just didn't work out? Those are the things you have to assess. And if the trade just didn't work out, but you followed your process, there's nothing you did wrong. You did everything correctly and the trade just didn't work out. Remember, we can't change what the market is going to do. You can only change how you react to its movements. Again, when trading in these markets, your job as a trader is to sit on your hands and wait and discipline yourself until you can fully understand and read and see your process based strategy starting to play out. And then you perform to your best ability. Outside of that, again, there's nothing we can do. Markets will move whatever way they decide to move, right? So again, making those goals realistic, understanding that the goals need to be something that you can attain personally. What can you do better each and every day when you step into the market? This is a business. And when you step into, this job every single day, what do you need to be doing to perform at your best ability in your job? Right? So take that away. Hopefully this helps a lot of you guys who are struggling out there. If you guys have any questions in regards to trading, in regards to psychology, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. Again, Pure Structure Trading will be opening up here in March. So very exciting. A lot of good content coming out, a lot of good coaching programs that's going to come out that's going to help a lot of people see markets differently. And again, you're going to have a lot of great mentors out there, a lot of people who actually do know what they're doing and saying and teaching. But at the end of the day, guys and girls, just to let you guys know, it it has to be a personal decision. You as a person have to decide. You can learn the greatest fundamentals and foundations of trading. You can be awesome at reading charts. But if you can't control your own internal emotions and yourself, if you have no control over that, you're still going to struggle. You have to make that decision to change. You got to make that decision. If you're not going to do that, then you're going to continually fall back and fall back and fall back, right? And after, for me, same way, it was up until the point where I got smacked around enough in markets that I just decided to change. Right? It was enough of me walking into the bank, refunding my account, and just getting frustrated altogether because at that point the bankers knew my name and they were like, okay, well, you came in a lot. What are you doing? And it's embarrassing at that point, right? You don't want to keep doing that. And at one point, it just enough was enough for me, right? And that there, at some point, it's gonna get to that point for a lot of people. This is part of the journey. I get it, guys, but if you want to shave some time off of that journey, that that curve that you go through, then I would suggest assessing your performance every single day, not assessing the actual outcome of the trade because you can't do anything about that, but assessing how you performed your process every day and kind of getting right to the actual pain points. And again, guys, pure structure trading opening up pretty soon, so exciting stuff. If you guys do want to coach, there will be opportunities for that. If you guys do want to sit around, learn, listen to what's going on, see actual trades, you know, see the levels we're placing, ask the questions you need to ask, there will be openings to do that as well. So definitely some exciting stuff coming up, guys. But if, again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube, and we will get back to you guys. If you guys did like this video, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you have, again, any questions, pop them in here on YouTube. Other than that, guys, you guys take care. You guys have a good night. Trade well.